Yo, what's the deal? What's the deal? Raider Nation Unlimited. Quick pregame breakdown. My brother Stu's gonna be pulling up in the place to be. Everybody, shouts out to everybody that's out there watching. I know a whole lot of people haven't pulled up yet because I started the stream early. Because to be quite honest with you, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go. I got some 49er fans talking shit, and they think I'm not gonna show up to a particular bar in the area, and I will be there with the bells on, goddammit. So I am going live real quick. Gonna break the game down. Hopefully, my brother Stu pulls up. I sent them the link. Shout out to everybody in the room, yo. Shout out to my brother Brave, Van, Foxy, Toon, my dog Mike Down, Exacting Ed, Sean Almgren, my dog. What is the deal? This day and age, what it is, salutations. Everybody in the place to be. Hammer, McHammerlin, my dog Primos, Oliver Villa. What is the deal? Dogs, look, this is going to be a tall order today, man. The San Francisco 49ers are definitely a complete roster, even with Brock Purdy at quarterback. But, like I said, today is the day that Brock Purdy's chariot turns back into a pumpkin. The Cinderella story of Brock Purdy ends today. Normally, in the National Football League, when you have backup quarterbacks, there's no film on them. Therefore, they don't have a lot of ways to defend them. He comes out with a clean slate. Now he's played 3 weeks. This will be his 4th week playing. I think that people across the league gotten tapes of his strengths and his weaknesses, and I think this is the game that Mr. Irrelevant is going to show. Mr. Irrelevant is definitely going to show. Man, oh my God. Sean Almgren, we are getting smoked, so the players coming in, not one look happy to be there. Bro, I don't think that these guys are gonna come there all smiles and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I mean, that's your opinion. I know you're a car guy, so you know what I mean. I don't see it that way. I don't view it that way. My dog, Kenny, what's the deal, bro? Salutations, Happy New Year, and thank you. I hope you and your family enjoy a wonderful New Year as well, my brother. Yo, it's already starting off great, man. I made breakfast for the kids, hung out with the wife. You know, I haven't really been home a lot. You know, it was so cold in the Northeast. I had to actually work on Christmas Eve, the actual holiday, the Monday after Christmas. I worked, so I've been working a lot lately. You know what I mean? So that's really why I haven't been coming on like that. But man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Today is a day that we see the rest of our lives. We get to see what this Josh McDaniels offense looks like with somebody who knows it, who grew up in it, understands it. And now we get to see what this offense looks like with a quarterback that can move. Jarrett Stidham. Now, he's no Derek Carr. Make no mistake about that. But it'd be nice to see another look real quick, man. Brian Rodriguez, my dog, did you watch the bowl games last night? Yes, I did. Yo, look, let's get into it. CJ Stroud. The thing that was impressive to me about the way CJ Stroud played yesterday, man, was his pocket presence, man, and him getting out and not taking off and running, but throwing on the run. CJ Stroud was he was impressive, man. He was definitely impressive. He definitely looks like an upgrade over a guy like that we had previous. And the problem is with CJ Stroud, the way he played in that game against that Georgia defense pretty much means that he's going to be the second player taken off the board. And we are not going to have the second pick unless we move up and trade a king's ransom to get CJ Stroud. Now, the one good caveat is if the Raiders can get any draft compensation for one Derek Carr, maybe they might have the ammunition to move up in this year's draft where it won't cost them in the future to move up to number 2. Ben Bad, what's the deal, Mr. Raider Nation number 1? What it is? Yo, Clint Westwood, what's up, bro? My dog Raider Primos, man, with a $4.99 super chat wasted after last night. Thoughts on Stroud and what can the Raiders do to try to get him? And that's funny. I read it and I kind of just answered it before. What the Raiders must do now is try to get some. The only way we're going to get up high enough to get a Jalen Carter and or CJ Stroud is to get some more draft compensation. And I'm talking about that in like a first round pick, maybe a second. You know what I mean? So if you're going to try to move up to get CJ Stroud, the going rate to move up a few slots is another first rounder and or a few seconds, right? So if you can get a second out of Derek Carr or a first, you can take that and package it along with the first rounder that you got, and you can get rid of, you can move up and get DC. not DC, but you can move up and get CJ Stroud. Or maybe you could package it with next year's second or something like that. But it's going to take draft compensation. They don't normally look for players in a scenario like that. So that's what it's going to take, man. So maybe by you trading to move up this year, you can pretty much solidify the quarterback and move on, and then you'll have your picks going forward. I'll be happy if we get Stroud. He was balling last night. That's a fact. See, the one thing that I will caution the nation on is, one, you got to watch Stroud in the game scenario. So you did. It was a big game. It was against one of the best defenses in college football, right? But what you got to do is you got to watch more tape on CJ Stroud. A lot of the times we make mistakes by looking at people playing at their height, looking at people playing in a bowl game in one scenario. What you got to do is you got to look at the whole picture and look at his whole season and look at last season. These are professional athletes, not high school players. They know the show must go on. Yes, they do, Graham Cam. Yes, they do. That's why, listen, Sean Almgren is my dog. He is very knowledgeable. He's one of my favorite guys who we don't always got to agree. That's cool with me, bro. I love when we don't agree. That makes the show better. But to be quiet, I don't agree with him with that. I think I know guys are a little pissed, but they got a job to do, because guess what? The NFL stands for not for long. If you don't play well, you won't be in the league for long. And all of this tape, some of these guys will be here next year, some of them won't. But the more positive game tape you put down, the better your odds of getting a contract the next year going forward will be. So to be quite honest with you, these guys are out there trying to ball. They're not going to tank or throw the game because Derek's no longer here. My dog, his stick, what it is. Wasted. I think we about to pull an upset off against these whiners, man. Really that. His stick. I said Raiders 24-18. I think we're going to win this game. And I know a lot of people think that I'm crazy, and, a lot of people don't agree with me. I can see us definitely winning this game. Definitely. We're at home. A lot of times you got to be weary of the overwhelming favorite on the road. Be weary of the overwhelming favorite on the road, especially when you got two backups playing. My dog, Tito Sanders, what I wasted? My dog, Pillager Yoda, what's good? Does Stiddy ball out or does he fall out? The D is stupid scary. Yes, the D is stupid scary, but this is the thing. Josh McDaniels is a masterful play caller. A lot of people will say different, but I believe Josh McDaniels' offense has always been effective, and I think now he is a guy in the center that can kind of move and can be kind of a puppet for what he wants to get done. The thing that we're going to be able to take advantage of is the fact that Jarrett Stidham can move a little bit. So maybe he can get out into the flat and get the ball downfield to Devontae Adams. Hopefully he can be as accurate as he was in the preseason. And let's see how this thing works. Hopefully Josh McDaniels pulls out all the stops so he doesn't get any egg on his face. I'm going to be quite honest with you, man. Salute to the room. Darth Raider, what it is, man. But I still don't want a QB in the first. I want a QB maybe in the third or the fourth. Look, see, the thing about it, Primo says, is that it's real tricky with quarterbacks, right? Theoretically, I don't want a quarterback in the first round either, right? But I don't. What it is for me, as long as it's the right quarterback, I'm cool with it. As long as we get it right. I don't want us to reach for a quarterback because we go into the draft thinking we need a quarterback, we need a quarterback, we need a quarterback. And then the guy that we probably should have drafted got drafted, and then we're just reaching and taking that guy. That's what I don't want to happen. So CJ Stroud is the best case scenario for me in this draft. A lot of people will say Bryce Young is the better player, but Bryce Young is really, really small, and I think that has something that you have to look into in the National Football League. That means his best ability will be his availability, and guys that are smaller tend to get hurt more. Kyler Murray just got racked, and then I don't see that kind of that kind of muscle mass to keep him around. I see Bryce Young being an injury-prone guy. GMG Productions, if we don't get Stroud, what's your thoughts on Duggan? I like Max. Problem is I don't like him in the first round, and I think the way he's been playing and him beating Michigan is going to, elevate him to a late first rounder. Now, the only way I would take Max in the late first round is if they do get draft compensation for Derek Carr, and that's enough to draft him. JC17, honestly, I don't see DC waiving his no trade clause to help the Raiders, since the way they handled the situation at the end of the day. I bet we release him. Problem with that is JC17, maybe they're able, because see, most teams are not going to trade for him. Oh my God. Oh my God. We got the great and powerful Hall of Fame Purdue college football extraordinaire, former Raider, former Detroit Lion, former everything, former all-world, gymnast, track athlete, basketball player, and all-around mystery.
Gymnast.
My dog, Stu, high stakes, Schweigert, what is the deal, brother?
Hey, I see you giving props to gym jesters, gymnastics.
Giving props to who?
The gymnastics group that I was a part of
Oh,
was
yeah,
gym
yeah, yeah.
jesters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, bro. It take a special person to be able to do that shit. People don't see, Stu. It's funny, man. When you get these idiots that are like trying to like question your athletic career, I be like, bro, I don't blow. Stu, I never come and blow smoke up your ass. But what I will say
Oh.
is that there is a difference between this and all you fucking I played in high school, motherfuckers. There's a huge difference, and I like for motherfuckers to realize that, bro. Stu, what's the deal, brother?
So I do want to say this real quick. I just watched the Ohio State Georgia game highlights, and then I went back and watched the Michigan TCU highlights. Those games were wild as hell, dude. I don't know if you had a chance to see any
Yeah,
of that or
yeah,
not,
I
but
was watching it, man. I watched the Georgia. I watched the
it's
whole.
crazy how both games ended with that targeting kind of thing, and
Yeah,
then like
it looks weird, man. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I told my father-in-law when Ohio State was up, I was like, Georgia's gonna bring the beat back, and they're gonna win. And they're gonna win on the field goal. And my father-in-law was like, I don't know, man. I said, bro, you could
that
just
field
tell
goal did that do? It wasn't even
it
close,
wasn't
dude.
close, and it looks. Look, bro. I'm not the guy who comes on here with the. There's other guys on Raider YouTube who do the conspiracy shit.
I know.
I don't do that. But what I will say is that some of this shit this year in every sport looks fucking weird because of everybody being in bed with gambling. Go ahead, brother.
No, you're exactly right. And and here's the deal. And when I say this, it's not me, but when I look at the rules of targeting and how they call it, that last play against Michigan, where they threw it to the guy was defenseless. The TCU dude came in leading with his helmet and then also stood over him, which are all penalties. And they reviewed it, and I'm thinking someone was like, "Yo, cut that game, we done." And he's like, nothing. TCU wins. I'm telling you, like, they're talking to people. I don't know who they're talking to, but they're talking to somebody, man.
And bro, and that's the thing. See, when people think that we're like, oh, it's all fixed, they think that they're giving the players a
No,
fucking script like it's a Broadway
the
play.
players have no idea.
They don't have any idea. But the
No.
way you fix the game is you fix the way it's called and officiated.
Yes.
And the fact that they have a line to New York, they have a line to here, there, that is an issue for me. It was never that way. See, the problem with technology is, and I'm going to use a line from my father-in-law. My father-in-law always told me this. He says, the pathway to hell was paved with good intentions.
Yeah. No, everything starts off good, right?
Yeah.
Everything, and then there's a way to take that and switch it up and use it to someone's advantage. It happens every single time. But anyways, enough about college football. This game today, I'm going to say Battle of the Bay because it was always Battle of the Bay.
Yeah.
Oakland and San Francisco was always Battle of the Bay. I'm going to keep it with that, even though it's Vegas and San Francisco and now basically San Jose. I mean, they're down in San Jose, but I think I have a good feeling about this game, man.
I do too. I do
Yeah.
too. Well, and what are some of the caveats to how you think of the Raiders can win this game based off of the 49ers being such an overpowering, talented team?
Well, I look at, obviously they have a really good defense, but again, we got weapons offensively, and here's the deal. I think the players are going to rally around Stidham. I really do.
Do too.
They're going to say, hey, this young kid, hey, we know what we had with Carr. Let's see what this young cat can do. So, let's rally around this guy. Let's be part of this guy's story. Because his story's starting now, right? Like his career story starting now. Yeah. Let's be a part of that in a good way.
Yeah, now I see that. Super Mark had a real interesting comment. We were talking about Derek Carr and whether we could trade him and shit, and whether he would waive the no trade clause. Now, basically, Mike Florio is saying that you have a choice. Derek Carr and him are saying that you have a choice. cut me or 2, pay me. But maybe the trade clause won't be waived. Now, see, this is the thing. It would behoove Derek Carr to get traded because then the contract that he signed is still active.
Yes.
If they cut Derek Carr, no
He
one's going to
starts
give
from
him
he
$40
starts
million.
from scratch.
So all of that, he doesn't care. I think that he just wants the opportunity to go to a scenario that's not a bad one. And I think most teams that will give up draft capital for Derek Carr are teams that are a quarterback away. Now, what teams are those? This is not the situation like with the Rams where they had been to a Super Bowl, they had a stacked roster, and they went out and got Matthew Stafford. The only team that I can see being in this situation to need a quarterback and to elevate Derek Carr are the Indianapolis Colts. That's the only one. The rest of them, I don't really see it being a good fit for him unless he becomes a free agent and picks where he wants to go. And I know this is going to make a lot of people laugh, San Francisco 49ers.
No, that's a legitimate. I mean, with Jimmy G, who knows about him? And then they have. I mean, not saying that they're. I have a hard time seeing them making Purdy the guy. I mean, he's not. I don't think he's. I mean, is he
Mr. Irrelevant? He was the last pick in the draft.
I know.
It's like, come on, bro.
Which I'm not saying that, but he can't come in and do well. But just from an organizational standpoint, I don't know if that looks necessarily. Well, maybe it does look good because we did pick him and now he's this, but I'm just seeing. I don't see him being the guy for San Francisco. So I could see Derek going to a team like San Francisco, to be honest with you. I mean, I could see.
The problem is, have the 49ers given up on Trey Lance completely, right?
See, so what's his situation?
He just had surgery. He had a piece in his ankle, like a rod or something. He had it removed. He's on crutches. The surgery didn't go great, so they have to remove the foreign object out of his body. I don't really know.
What year is this for him right now?
Right now, this is really pretty much his 3rd year, but it's not really. I mean, his rookie season, right? The COVID year, he sat out. Then he got drafted. Wait, was this year's? They weren't going to start a rookie over Jimmy Garoppolo, right? So yeah, this will be his 3rd year next year.
Okay.
So yeah, man, I don't know, man. See, it's like, have they gotten?
Has he ever really played at all, or
not a whole lot? And when he was playing, he didn't play really well. It's just the fact that they've committed so much draft capital. Like, you got to realize,
they're like, here, take it. He couldn't take it and make the team his, right?
Yeah, well, he got hurt.
He let Jimmy come back in, right?
Yeah, he got hurt. He got hurt,
okay.
And he wasn't playing well. You know what I mean? And that was the thing. I mean, when he get hurt, like, the guys, you got to remember, I pay so much attention to the Raiders. That is one of the drawbacks, and that's one thing I'm going to get better in my 2nd season doing this. I stopped paying attention to the rest of the league the same way that I used to because it's always about the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? So I know Trey Lance played against that in that rainy Bears game. I think he got hurt. That was game 1 when they lost to the Bears. And so I think he might have got hurt that game.
I like what Van City Raiders said. Derek Carr has played in 142 NFL games and it has 135 turnovers. That is almost a turnover a game.
Yeah, I mean, look, man. To be honest,
here's what it is for me. It's not the fact that quarterbacks. I mean, shit. It comes with, like, you want a guy who's going to test some stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like 50-50 balls. He's going to let the receiver make a play. Sometimes you get turnovers, but it's those plays where you're just going, "What the was that?" Like,
yeah,
it's some stuff like you're like going. That's some things that you see from like a freshman quarterback in college, like just tossing some stuff up, almost just saying whatever. Like,
yeah. Look, man, I really don't want to belabor the Derek Carr point.
No.
Because you know why, man? Because there are narratives out there, right? Sometimes you could get called, like, there's the problem that's been going on this season. You know, in this is my first season being. This isn't even my first. Like, I started my podcast at the end of February last year.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
So I didn't even start during the season, bro. Like, my podcast isn't even a year old, right? But the thing is that, like, I've noticed this season that there's no objectivity. It's like either you hate the guy or you love the guy, right? And somewhere in the middle lies the truth. I don't want to kick the guy when he's down. And I said this the other day, man. These are the things I will give him a lot of credit for, man, and I'll never forget this from him. His professionalism, the fact that he played every game he could play, the fact that, you know, he
No, you're
always he was a great representative for this when there wasn't a whole lot for us to cheer for a lot of times. And I got to give him credit and respect for that. And he's a good man. But the thing is, that's not enough to keep a job over 10 years.
I'm
There
gonna say
has to
this:
be a lot more winning.
anybody that can even get drafted in the NFL is something that only such a few can do. And then to have a 10-year career, you're not trash. You're not a bum. You're not a bust. You're not a, you know, I give anybody credit that can make it, first of all, into the NFL and then stay in the NFL and be productive in the NFL. So, all bullshit aside, I mean, the guy is a phenomenal football player,
Yeah.
regardless. But it's, and again, we're hypersensitive with the Raiders, right? So we do have to be judgmental. We do have to look at things and go, yeah, but you know what? I think it's time for us to move on. I
Yeah.
really do. Nothing against him. I mean, it's just we gave him every shot to show us what he can do. We got these guys coming in. We've had different coaches. And I talked with George Atkinson yesterday. And one thing he said was, Stu, man, the guy has never had a consistent coach, which defensively, maybe that's different. Offensively, it might be a little bit tougher. But to hear GA say that, I go, well, that there must be something behind that, because if GA's saying it, then it must be tough as as a quarterback to have so many different.
Oh, it's
not be
terrible. It's
consistent.
terrible. It's terrible. Like, see, initially, when his coaches were getting changed, it was not his fault. Initially, right? Because like Dennis Allen and stuff like that, that was he wasn't a good fit. Mark had just got the team. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were moving on, right? Then they had Tony Sparano be the interim head coach, and that worked, and they won a few games. But then they initially decided to go with Jack Del Rio, and when they went with Jack, Derek was there, and then he got hurt, and then you had the season after he was getting over the injury and trying to figure out his footing, and Jack wound up getting caught up in the mix of that. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, hell, you know, John Gruden is somebody that Raider Nation was waiting for us to bring back. You know what I mean? But I think by people saying that he had so many different head coaches, it's not, he did, but it's not the way people really think of it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, look, the Tony Sparano, Dennis Allen thing, that was going to happen regardless. Okay, let's get rid of that. But then he had Jack Del Rio for a few years, and then Mark Davis didn't fire Jack, but he fired him to bring in John Gruden. And he's had John Gruden for the lion's share of his career, and he made incremental steps to get better. But I don't want to hear that he had to learn an offense like every year, dude. Like, he was in Gruden's offense for a fucking long time.
You're right.
And he didn't make the improvements for him to solidify himself as the way he was being paid, as a top 5, top 10 kind of guy. But I don't really want to dog and shit on DC, man. No. What I do want to say is this: we got to move on. We got to seek greatness. Look, this has been my argument a long time. The Chiefs had Al Smith, number 1 pick guy. They didn't pick him, but he was the number 1 pick guy. Got him to the playoffs, perennially. They were beating us. They were winning the AFC West. But it wasn't good enough. And I want the Raiders to restore that level of commitment to winning. Like, commitment to excellence just can't be this bill of goods anymore. You got to really fucking live that. Stu, really quickly, man, let me read this super chat, man.
Yeah.
Joe Fly. NFL media on majority always call Carr mid, but as soon as the Raiders dump him, the biased NFL media is now rushing to his defense. These journalists don't care about the Raiders like we fans do. Joe Fly, that is a fucking stone cold lead pipe fact, and I noticed that. You've had guys that have been kicking Derek Carr's back end for fucking years. Now everybody's running to his defense in the national media.
You know how happy they would be for him to go somewhere and be a little successful? They would love that.
It's going to happen, bro. It's going to happen. And then you have a scenario where, like my brother Kenny said, there's a bunch of fake fans saying that they want Carr to stick it to the Raiders and beat us with another team. Yo, that's crazy.
I am going to say this, though. I don't think what's going on has anything to do with the money. Do you?
Well, do I think what's going on? Do I think it has to do with the money?
Like saying like, oh, let's bench him so that we don't have to pay him and da 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 da. I don't
No,
know.
I do, because I know that they were gonna move on from him. And the thing is, if you don't bench him, then if
But
he
that
gets
wasn't
hurt.
the deciding factor, though.
Oh, the Pittsburgh game was the decide. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've heard Stu, and I know you've heard this in back channels too, that they were gonna move on from him in the middle of the
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
I've heard it from back channels and stuff. See, like the thing about when we talk about back channels and people, they always doubt, well, where'd you hear this from? And I'm like, bro, like, not for nothing. I'm sitting on stage with a guy right now that has a lot of relationships. And Stu, if people don't know, Stu's one of the very few people in this whole game who I got his personal number, he got my personal number. We actually talk about life.
Yeah.
So and I'm not saying just you, it's a lot of guys in this shit that have relationships, and we hear things. I heard that the Raiders were going to move on from him back before the Seattle game. I heard this. So you don't know the validity of it, but I really feel like that does have a lot to do with it, because imagine if he went out here and gets hurt.
So I guess what I'm saying is they're looking from a player perspective, and then the fact that, well, also we could save some money, that does factor into it, but the saving the money isn't the reason why the shit's going down. It's his play.
Okay, that's a
fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, the play comes first, but the fact that, can we save some money? Yeah, that's going to go into it, but that wasn't the deciding factor.
Yeah, no, that is.
I guess that's what I'm saying. It
does.
Yeah,
no, it has more to do with the play on the field. Like, listen, if he was playing, bro, if he was playing at a level that he should fucking be playing, we wouldn't be going into this. This motherfucker, yo, you know what? Let me, hey, Graf, I'm sending you the invite in the chat, bro. You know damn well your ass.
I will say that I want to respond to Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
There would be a ton of quarterbacks that wouldn't be shit in the 90s or 80s if they didn't have these protections and all this bullshit. Trust me, dude. Even it's not only the quarterbacks, it's the guys they're throwing to. The receivers don't have to worry. If they're not looking, they can't get hit.
Hey, Tom Brady said it best. He says the new rules for targeting and the defensive rule, the way that they officiate the game now, saves bad quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Because he was like, dude, I knew there was some shit that he said, I knew I couldn't throw the ball to David Patton or David Givens and one of them guys over the middle of Ed Reed and Ray Lewis were over. He said they would knock them out of the game. I knew I couldn't throw certain balls. Now
they're like, I can't throw it, and then they're taking a sack because they're not throwing that thing. Yeah.
It's ridiculous, bro. But bro, real quick, man.
I feel bad though for some of the records that are being broken now because of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, offensively, like, fuck.
Yo, it's almost like flag football, bro. Like, as you see with the Pro Bowl, it's not. Look, these guys are hitting each other and shit.
I'm telling you, it's like Skelly. It's like Pat Skelly. It's literally like, I mean, the defense is so limited, and they don't want to get fined. They don't want to get, they don't want to have their team get penalized on a 15-yarder, personal foul stuff. So they're just they're gonna err on, the less physical than being more physical.
Yeah, no, that's a fact, bro. You can see that's even trickling down to the college game. But let me get the train back on the track here really quickly. Now, today, we are playing the San Francisco 49ers, right? What are the keys to victory in this game? How do you see us pulling this one out?
Well, obviously, with a new quarterback, we have to establish a run game early, right? We have to establish a run game. The quarterback's got to be comfortable with, okay, let's move the ball a little bit. And I think easy reads. I think obviously, again, it's the same old broken record, though. It's going to be a battle of turnovers. I think it is. Now, defensively against them, shit, it's not like Purdy is anything special. He's going to make mistakes, but we have to defensively capitalize on those mistakes. Now, I know 55 55's out, right? And 52's out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jones and
Jones and Perriman, they're
yep.
on IR, and Rocketson as well.
Yep, Rocketson as well. So that's the way that Jones has been playing. We're gonna miss him. We are. I mean, he's been playing a lot better the last 3, 4, maybe 5 games. Crosby's gonna have to play big, and I think that we're gonna. I guess again defensively, I think it's gonna be who wins a turnover battle. As simple as that. Who can protect the ball?
And to be honest with you, that was something that was never something that we've done a lot. Like Derek has become a turnover machine. Raider Primos, really quickly. Raiders scored 3 touchdowns offensively in 5 games out of 16. It's 31%. We talk bad on the defense, but while we act like the O is great, and that's a fact. It's not like the O's been carrying his team the way they were supposed to.
I say this. I think our defense has played honestly above their pay grade. Does that mean that they're playing great? But we don't have a lot of guys who are marquee, star, big money players. So I think we're getting the best that we can get out of our defense. I really do.
I think this defense is as advertised. A bend don't break defense.
There you go.
And I've said this. Yo, hey Graf, man. Graf, I sent you the link, brother. I didn't think you was trying to do anything today, bro. Pull on up, bro.
I called Graf about 6 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, man, this motherfucker, bro. I was like, I said, Graf gonna be out the way, man. But nah, look, my man just said, I bet Greg Romeo.
Hold on, I'll be right. All right,
bro, I gotta read my supers anyway, brother. I bet my life we will win the next 2 games. Greg, bro, don't be betting your life on that, my brother. I do not want to see you check out and go to the upper room before it's your time, my brother, because you don't want to have to pay that debt back. I would not bet a goddamn thing that we're going to win both games, bro. That's a lot, brother. It's a heavy bet, my brother. Raiders are not trashy for dumping Carr. There's no such thing as class in the NFL. There's only wins and losses. We need to start being winners again. Bro, and look, I'm going to tell you something, bro. When you look at this shit and you look at what's been done, there is no grace in being replaced in the National Football League. There's no grace in that. There's no grace in that. It's very, very hard to do that gracefully. Now, there are hard feelings now. It's fucked up now. But I'm going to tell you something. Eventually, people will see this differently. Yo!
What's poppin', man?
What's up? I thought you was out the way today, brother.
No, I'm at the house. What's up, big bro? I see Stu in the building. What's good with you?
Coolin', man.
Bro, I called you earlier today.
I didn't see it. Look, man, I didn't go to sleep till like 5, 6 in the morning.
No, I know.
Bro.
I just want to let you know. I just want you to know I did call, though.
Oh, okay. No, happy New Year's, my brother. Shout out to the chat, too, man. It's good to see you guys. Blessings. Hey, we got a big game today. Let's get to it. Yeah, I got to say this. 2023, you guys.
Battle of the Bay, though, right? Still Battle of the Bay.
Forever. But, hey, man, at what point are we going to finally stop talking about Derek Carr? Is it just going to be finally once he gets traded? We're off?
Yes, but not really. Never. Because, look, man,
because even when he gets traded and starts playing, it's going to come up.
Yeah, but I'm going to refuse to talk about him at that point. I'm not doing that. Like, I promise you, bro, I'm not playing into that. Like, I hope he succeeds somewhere else. I hope he does really good. I'm not going to do the whole back and forth shit. I'm not going to do that.
Bro, I'm going to be honest with you. Today, it's relevant. And me, I'm always going to talk about it because I think it's interesting. Because how he does and how we do is going to be the story going forward for the next 2 to 3 years. If we go forward and we win, I am taking my victory lap. Look, think about it. You do what you gonna do, bro. But me, I'm taking my victory lap. I'm gonna be styling and profiling like Nature Boy Rick Flair. Listen, and my wife bought me a dope Versace robe too. Dope Versace robe. Yeah. Listen, I will come on this bitch with my Versace robe.
Hey, yo.
Listen. I'm coming on this bitch. I see. I'm coming on this channel with my Versace robe. Styling and profiling.
Hey, man, look, I'm not going to do the I told you so shit. I just want to win. That's it. I want to win. I don't care moving forward. But I am excited, though, that it sounds as though we're going to be working with each other to move him on, put him somewhere else, whether it's Miami, with Tyreek Hill, and that'd be a mean team with
Bro,
Waddle.
I would throw up on myself. That's the one team I don't want to see him go to.
Well, hey, the Reggie McKenzie, connection. I can. He's the one that drafted him. I can definitely see him going over there and retiring the way he started. Hey, man, I mean, why not? And bro, Waddle and Tyreek Hill, all those
light it up with them.
Oh, come on.
Him and Tua turning the ball over because Tua's fucked up. I don't think Tua's. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Tua is in a situation where his career is in jeopardy.
No, definitely. But I also think that Miami would move on because of that. You know what I'm saying? Like you think we gonna catch some flack about letting Derek Carr go the way that look, this is a business. At the end of the day, if Tua keeps these, in which I think
Pat said Tua and Carr are kind of similar with some of their fucked up, like they play good and also they do some shit where you're like, what the
No, I definitely agree, but I think that and people may trip out on me. I think that Derek Carr is the better quarterback. And
he should be.
Absolutely.
At this point in his career, he should be too. I mean, how many years Tua been in the league? 3?
Yeah, about 3 years.
This is his 3rd year in the league. Derek should be better than him in 9 years in the league.
That left-handed shit, though. That's
not true, though, Wasted. You can't say that.
No, that's not true. Because if Derek is what we claim he is, right? A Pro Bowl 9-year starter, and you got a guy like Tua Tagovailoa.
But that's that's like saying Josh Allen ain't better than Kirk Cousins. Like Kirk Cousins should be better than him.
But see, this is the reason why. The reason why is Tua didn't really play his rookie season a lot because he was hurt.
Yeah.
So that's really is this really his 3rd year? You know what I mean? This is really his first full year, really.
It's sad though, because he started off the season, man, so hot. You know what I mean? It sucks to see a young kid finally get his act together, man. And this type of shit happens. But it's the NFL, Stu. You know more than anybody. Pat knows more than anybody, man. It's a hard-hitting league.
It's non-forgiving. It's tough, man. It is. What have you done for me lately? And it is. It's a tough league, but guys are compensated very well.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So don't feel too bad for these motherfuckers.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I think a lot of this stuff is not really years of snaps. How many snaps has Tua taken over these last 3 years? He's missed a considerable amount of time. It's not like he's been playing like Josh Allen, like consistently, and he hasn't really gotten hurt and things like that.
I would say, obviously, the more starts you have, right, the more experience, the better you're going to be. But I would say how long is Tua? What year is this for him? It's 3?
I think 3.
So Amir, shout out to you.
You said,
I got love for my brothers, right? He said, but I disagree. Tua had a great game in the Blizzard versus Buffalo. I don't think Carr does that. Now, this is a devout guy who is
Sultan.
Yeah, Sultan does not really feel Derek Carr. I get you on that, Sultan, bro. But as a whole, if I got a game and we got Derek Carr where he was, I'm taking Derek.
Real quick, you guys, New England pick 6 right now, puts them up 16-14. For those who are still looking at the very, very slim chances of us getting into the playoffs, we need Miami to lose tonight, and we need New England to lose to Buffalo, I believe, next week. So there you have it. They missed the extra point, 16-14 New England. So just a heads up.
So
Stu, what were you saying, bro?
Have a chance?
Yeah, like very, very slim.
That's that Dumb and Dumber chance with Mary Swanson, bro.
Yeah.
You're telling me there's a chance.
Yep.
That's what kind of chance we got, bro. I'm smooth on that. Stu, you were saying something, and I so rudely cut you off. I am so sorry, my brother. What is the deal? Oh my God, guys, we have we have a deviant.
No, don't say. Come on, Alpha. Don't bring that shit up. Stop.
Bro, we have a deviant. We have a miscreant that is coming onto the chat right now, man. And he has the most luxurious beard known to man.
Oh, hold on. Don't disrespect me and Stu like that, man.
Yeah, for real.
No, yes. See, that's the goated beard.
Wait a sec. I'm miscreant. I'm African American. Thank you very much.
What's up, little bro?
What's good?
What's the deal, man? What's the deal? Hammer McHammerlin himself.
Hey, my gray. I think all our gray started on the left too, right?
The left, right?
Yeah, and then that shit. Yeah, my shit. Actually, this shit's over here is starting to come down now.
Hey, real quick, man. Everybody in the chat, man, put a 1 in the chat if you guys are hungover like me.
Yo, you
should be, dude. You gotta keep the shit fucking.
Oh no, it's on the way. It is on the way. Yes, the party is on the way.
Yo,
Pat's
y'all
old pussy
tweaking.
ass coming through here all of a sudden. This motherfucker.
See, I can't even fuck around with y'all like that, man. I signed up to work tomorrow, so I gotta go in.
Yeah.
Well,
I got some things I got to do tomorrow too. I'm gonna be cool though. My kids go back to school, so it's back to waking up early in the ball game.
Right away tomorrow?
Happy New Year, y'all.
Happy New Year's, Pat. What's the deal, brother?
Happy New Year.
I don't even know. It ain't stopped yet, bro. Keep going.
Yep. Hey, because we got the families up in Michigan right now, and they don't come back till tomorrow. So me, Chief, and fucking Pat, we got the house to ourselves. So we got to take advantage of it.
Yes, that is a terrible household right now.
I had a question for you guys. At what point? Because obviously careers are careers, and some guys have 16, some guys have 3. At what point? How many years does a guy need to be in the league to where they're established and we can't say, well, he doesn't have enough games or he doesn't have enough compared to a guy that has.
That's a great question. I think Derek Carr did it perfectly with 2016. He was drafted in 2014. Two seasons later, he got his shit together. So about 2-3 seasons.
I think after 3 years, you're bulletproof.
Yes.
All right.
That's how I view it. I feel like how you get vested in your pension at a job at 10 years.
Yeah.
You're vested as a quarterback after 3. After that, all the excuses are out the window. The cool points is out the window. It's time to roll. Really quickly. Silverface, my brother. What up? Thank you for the $10 super chat. What up, my boy Wasted? What do y'all think about Stetson Bennett? I think Stetson Bennett is very, very limited. I think he's old. I think Stetson Bennett at the time after the draft will be like 26 years old. I could be wrong. He's as old as Hendon Hooker. I gotta look. Is he 24?
I love his moxie. Like the dude is athletic. He's quicker than I even remember. Like I like Bennett. If a good coaching staff, like we were talking about this in the group chat, I think with Andy, that if New England got their hands on him, they can turn Bennett into something. If he goes to a good coach that he can learn, sit down for a few years and learn. I'm not saying he'll be a barn burner in the NFL. I'm just saying that I think if he goes to the right situation, he may be good.
Stetson Bennett is going to be 26 years old in the start of the season. He was born October the 29th, 1997. Stu, go ahead, my brother.
Bro, his Wikipedia says he's 5'11", so he's probably 5'10".
Yeah, I'm smooth on Stetson Bennett. He doesn't have elite arm strength. He missed a lot of big throws yesterday.
And he's playing with a lot of badass.
Yes. A lot of great talent around him.
A lot of great talent around him.
Let's do this too, because they have Duggan, right? Dugan, I forgot how to say it. Max Duggan.
Hacksaw's son.
To me, he's going to be a glorified backup too. There's a lot of people. I'm not saying that Stetson's going to be a 10-year starter in the NFL.
Oh, the dude from TCU, he ain't gonna be shit.
No, not at all. I don't see the hype with him at all. But with Bennett, I see that he could be a glorified backup in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like if he gets with the right people. I'm not saying he's gonna be that dude. Now, CJ Stroud showed me a lot yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I think that he could potentially be the dude.
CJ Stroud,
that dude was showing some fucking
man,
running, avoiding, throwing on the run. Like I
didn't know Bennett was that old though. Wait, I didn't know that.
Look, so Stetson Bennett, bro, he's very, very limited physically. He's small.
What the fuck has he been doing?
He's small and he's old.
Was he playing baseball or something before?
I haven't really heard. But I'm going to be honest with you. I am not a big Stetson Bennett guy. Like, even one of the touchdowns that he threw, I
honestly hate the guy. Fuck him.
He had to put his whole body into that fucking throw. He has a water pistol. I'm cool on it. Yo, wait a minute. My man, Headstick Stepper. We're going to go for bold takes to the second from everybody.
That's Hacksaw. Dude, that's Jim Duggan's son.
Get the fuck out of here. No, he's not.
No, I don't.
I was about to say that I'm rooting for him.
That shit like, yo.
Hey, that's not even Hacksaw's real last name, bro.
Never trust a guy with a lemon for a microphone.
Jim Duggan.
Never trust a guy with a lemon for a microphone.
Why'd you switch up your red logo for the black one?
Because it's time. Like, I'm doing the game, so yeah. And I had to put my Stidham jersey on. Y'all know what it is.
I know, but what's the red logo mean?
I mean, shit. It's one of my favorite colors. I got the hat when we were in Vegas.
Can't do it tonight. We playing the Niners. No red
They
on.
wear maroon. They don't wear fucking red. There's a huge difference.
Whoa! Back when we were
Scarlet.
growing up, that was red as a motherfucker. It was red as it get back when we was growing up. Joe
That shit is
Montana wore
maroon and
red, my
gold.
brother.
Hey, what do you guys think? I want to ask you guys this. I was gonna do a show. Thank God I didn't know you were on, so thank God. So now I don't have to do one.
Yeah, I'm about to be off in a second. I'm about to go to the bar.
No,
and
it's
watch
all
the game
good.
at home.
But
he's got his homies at the bar.
now my pops just walked in and my brother walked in too. So I'm about to get off in a minute too. But
Hey, you're,
oh yeah, I'm gonna call you. Yes.
Yeah.
But realistically, you guys, because the information came out today with DC that he's gonna continue his career moving forward, and he still thinks that his best football is ahead of him. What do we get in terms of draft capital? Because there's going to be one or two teams that's going to potentially say, "Hey, we'll give you a first and a second, or a first and a third."
Two teams that are interested right now, and one of them is the Colts. They're willing to trade if they're willing to trade that first. If the season were to end today, we would have the fucking 4th or 5th overall pick. I'm with it. There's another team that's out there. We don't know who it is.
Are you serious? We would?
Yeah.
The Colts are one of 2 teams right now that are interested.
Now, see, this is the thing. The only way that you get a guy to trade for Derek Carr when they know that he's going to possibly cut is a team that says, you know what, we can't fuck around, we can't chance it. We need our guy. Now, Derek Carr, people are thinking he's going to fuck the Raiders, but it fucks himself by not accepting a trade, because now if he's cut, his contract is null and void, and now it has to be renegotiated, and no one is going to give him that amount of money. Right. So at this point in his career, he would want to be traded. And I think that he's going to sit down when cooler heads prevail and kind of engineer a trade somewhere that's advantageous to him. Now, who are these teams? Is it the Redskins? The Redskins pretty much have their version, last year's version of Derek Carr on their roster right now.
Well, that's a good call. That's
Carson Wentz.
I don't see Indianapolis. I'm going to tell you that right now, you guys. They're talking about bringing back Jeff Saturday as the head coach. They bring him back. I think Carr would be insane to even think about going to Indianapolis right now.
Why would he not?
Why
would he not?
That system, you think that DC's going to go over there and perform? First of all, that O-line is not what it used to be. Right. You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of injuries across that defense.
But they'll be healthy next year.
But Gus Bradley again? Like you want to do that again?
Yeah, but Gus Bradley's the defensive coordinator. It has nothing to do with Derek Carr. Derek Carr go over there and take that team over.
If I'm DC, there's 2 places in Florida that I'm going. It's Miami or Tampa Bay.
I will say this, though. I don't think Derek Carr could ever take a team over.
Well,
no, I'm being serious. He's not that type of player.
No, I agree. But what I'm saying is the quarterback position. You know what I mean? It's the most important position on the team.
But see, Stu, I believe something. I believe this started a change in this man. If he knows now, going through what he went through this year, having a domineering coach, the last 2 coaches, that he has to assert himself in a different
I will
way.
say this. This is the first time in his life he's experienced failure. So that does change some shit. So I could see how he might change and actually fucking, yeah.
Bro, his whole NFL career has really been mired with him
fired.
failing.
He's never been fired.
Not fired, but he's failed.
In high school, everything's worked.
Yeah, true.
In
That's
college,
true.
everything's worked.
2017 was a tough year for DC too. You know what I mean? 2017.
Has he ever been benched? Has he ever lost his job?
No,
I don't think
never,
so.
Never,
I don't think so.
Never. He's only missed 2 games up to this point, and now he's going to equal that with these 2 games being benched.
My 4th year in the league, when I got benched, was the first time I ever experienced that shit. And all of a sudden, you're like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
Like it does change your ass. It makes you go, "These motherfuckers!" Like it does do some shit. And this is the first time that he's ever experienced some shit like this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Miami, if Tua Tagovailoa can play and he is playing next year, they're not trading for Derek Carr. And there's 2 reasons why. One, the owner, Stephen Ross, was the one who fucking ran Flores out of town so they would draft
Who's
Tua.
back there snoring and sleeping, motherfucker?
Yo, so he was the one who wanted to. All of the GMs, the consensus was to take Justin Herbert in Miami. The owner saw it different. The owner loves Tua Tagovailoa. The fan base of the Miami Dolphins love Tua. Then it's the Deep South, and Alabama is the Dallas Cowboys of college football in the South at this point, right? It goes ebbs and flows. But as of right now, the last 10, 15 years, Alabama has been the dominant program down there. So the fan base of the Miami Dolphins probably would not want that if Tua is ready to go next year. I don't think that the owner will even allow them to do that, to be quite honest with you, because he was the one who pounded the table to bring Tua in.
You guys, Derek Carr was a Cowboys fan growing up. He was not a Texans fan. His son's name is Dallas for a reason. Apparently, one side of his family was Cowboys fans. One side of his family was Raiders fans. So he was somewhere stuck in the middle.
That's corny as fuck.
I get it, but he grew up a Cowboys fan. So all this, that narrative of he said this and that. He grew up a Cowboys fan.
I can't see Jerry Jones and Will McClellan.
Oh no, no, there's no. I'm just saying because I seen Kenny say that he was a Texans fan growing up. He was his brother's fan. He wasn't a Texans fan. He was a Cowboys fan.
And the Texans aren't going to trade the number 1 pick for Derek Carr.
But hey, if you want to, be my guest.
If you want to, please.
Hey, we're here for it.
We'll take it really quickly.
Hey, we'll take it and fuck it up.
Stroud.
Bring it to us. We'll fuck it up.
Silverface. You want to do a show tonight?
Yeah.
Silverface, my brother. Love if we can get Stroud. Yes, we would love that. Raider Primo, some people don't know how no trade clause works, and that's a fact, bro. Yeah. That's a fact. But
most people don't, Primos. Most people.
I don't know.
Real quick, Black Sunday. Thank you for the $5 super chat, my brother. On Twitter, Tay liked another video of Packer fans saying that they think being closer to his family and grandma is more important than Carr.
Yes.
So, bro,
I just seen that. It's on his Twitter. He has hit like on it. Trust me, like. Devontae wants to be a Raider, you guys. He's hurt because of his friend, but look, he's still smiling at practice. He has his gold cleats on today. That don't look like a player to me that is worried about his best friend not playing football for the Raiders anymore.
Throw me that bitch. Throw me that bitch.
And stop the narrative, you guys, of Josh Jacobs wanting to move on because Derek Carr not being there.
You're smoking.
I'm telling you, hey, it's one of these. Hey, man, appreciate your time, but I'm doing what I'm doing, man.
Yes. Hand me the fucking ball. I want to win. Someone that came from a program like Alabama that's used to winning, all he wants to do is win.
All right, now hold on real quick. Jerry Fuentes, he was wearing Raider gear because his uncle played for the Raiders.
Yes.
So all his brothers were wearing Raider gear, but that doesn't mean like he would. Matter of fact, in that picture he's wearing Raider gear, he was a little ass kid. His brothers were holding him. He wasn't cognizant of what football even was at that point.
We got pictures.
I don't put anything into that.
Texans gear, Cowboys gear, Raiders gear. Look, bro. At the end of the day, that shit don't mean nothing. Like
it means nothing. Who cares what kind of a fan you were as like when you talk about when you're in the league, it is what it is, man. So guys, really, really quickly, because we're going to start pulling this train into the track because I got to run.
Yeah. The boiler train? Hell yeah, let's go.
Now, today, the Jarrett Stidham situation. If Jarrett Stidham plays well in these 2 games, do you think it would be worth a look going forward? Do you think he has a level of ability to where you can sell that to the fan base next year?
Rookie.
Why not?
Rookie deal. If you can build that defense, go get a guard and tackle in the offseason. You literally turn this franchise around with a quarterback under a rookie.
Dude, Stidham has the pedigree. He's got the pedigree. I mean, he looks the part.
That's if he performs. That's if he performs, though. Still, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't expect him to. I'm going to be real. Like, this is 2 tough teams to come and play against your first game. You got the number 1 defense, and then you got the Chiefs the following week. That's tough. Yeah. But he definitely deserves a look. That doesn't mean we are saying he's going to be the starting quarterback in 2023. He definitely deserves a look. That's it.
Van City, great question. Carr leaving the Raiders could be the difference between Josh Jacobs re-signing or not. What do you guys think about that? Because, like, to be quite honest with you, when they asked Josh Jacobs about Carr leaving, he didn't seem too broken up about it. I'm just going to be quite honest with you.
He's not. Let this dude wants to be here, and it's clear as day that Josh Jacobs wants to stay here.
Yeah,
and we've said this before.
Jacobs wants a quarterback that's going to win fucking games.
So let's do this. Let's end this whole narrative right now, you guys. That's $30 million off our books. Guess who's up for a new contract? Josh Jacobs. There's more money in the pot for Josh Jacobs.
Pay me
about Josh Jacobs.
Free up that shit. Hey, man, loved you. Nice to see you. Hey, I'll catch you at the Pro Bowl or some shit.
But but I'm about to go buy a new boat. I'll see y'all later. I'm about to go buy a yacht. Peace car.
It just makes sense. Like, there's more money to play with now. Jacobs is looking at it like, Okay, fuck a franchise tag. Let's work this out.
I guarantee you, he's like, yo, bro, you be crying too much, dog. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my God, Stu. Black Sunday. If Stiddy plays solid these last 2 games, he may be the direction going forward. He was drafted by McDaniels and Ziegler on the Pats. I still say bring in TB12 as a bridge. Now, see, this is the thing the caveat that people are missing with the Tom Brady caveat. The thing with Brady is we don't really know whether Tom Brady's going to continue to play
Tom
football.
Brady. I thought Teddy Bridgewater was TB.
What? Oh my God. When the fuck has Teddy Bridgewater been TB?
He could be the new fucking the dude from Seattle.
But Stu also heard you say bridge. So it made sense.
Like, that was a Freudian slip. But yeah, it came together. Yo, wait, hold on. My dog, Maul, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hoyer once got pulled. They put Stidham in. He threw a pick. They put Hoyer back in.
I know last time I saw Stidham, it was Auburn versus Purdue, and that dude was fucking roasting our ass, dude. Yeah. He fucking killed us.
Yeah.
Yo, the fly and wonderful Sarah Phillips. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. I appreciate you. Glad to see you back in Raider chats. You've been sorely missed around these parts, man.
I'm excited to see Stidham against the best defense in the NFL. This is a great way to come into the NFL and see what you really have. I love it, man. Like, it'd have been easy to bring Stidham in against the worst defense in the league. It's like,
and here's the thing. He has nothing to fucking worry about because if he plays bad, it was the best defense in the NFL. So there's no
expectations.
None.
Yeah.
No one expects him to do shit.
Yeah.
So that's like you said, if you went up against a shitty defense, like, I need to tear these motherfuckers apart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of pressure. Now
there's no expectations at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Straight up.
Yeah. All right, really quickly. My brother.
Yes.
Black Sunday. JJ and Wallace seem unbothered by the departure, bro. Look, that's just us reading body language. I don't want to pontificate on some bullshit.
Whoa,
it didn't look like they were fucking broken up.
Hold on. John Beck. Purdue ain't the 49ers. No shit. Fucking know that. Okay,
I knew you were going to go to that.
I had no idea. You mean to tell me Purdue's not the 49ers? I had no. Did you guys know that? Because I didn't know that.
I didn't get that memo.
Damn.
Hey,
John. Thanks,
I want to tell you guys this
the
too.
Fucking insight.
I want to tell you guys this. We did some shows yesterday. We talked about thinking that Purdy was going to come down off that high horse today, right? And a lot of Niner fans, I'm seeing them on Twitter and all over the place, actually agreeing, saying that they think the Niners are going to win a close game. Their defense is going to close it out for them to end the game. So that's all I got to say. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Even Niner fans are not expecting this to be a blowout from a lot of the people that I've seen.
They're nervous.
Yeah. No, why wouldn't you be? This is embarrassing if you lose this game.
Here's the thing, too.
There's enough embarrassment to go around. Who knows? We've gotten embarrassed like fucking 3 times this year.
Hey,
they can have some of it.
Yep.
It was not just 3 times, but okay.
No. Hey, there's 9 of them this season alone.
Nah, I'm talking about embarrassed. Embarrassed was the
New Orleans
game, the Indianapolis game,
the Rams game,
coach, and the fucking Rams game was ridiculous. The other games were unfortunate, but I'm talking about embarrassment. Those 3 games stick out to me, Hammer.
I've been here for 38 years. I've seen a lot of embarrassment, like a lot, like to the point where I'm talking about getting blown out by Buffalo in the playoffs, like 50 by 50. Like I've been around for that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, look, it is what it is. You guys, there is a new era in the nation. We are moving forward.
It could start today.
Yeah, I am excited. It looks as though we have about 70.
I see you fucking Hammer.
Hey, we might have like $70 million plus to play with in free agency. And think about this. You don't usually see teams that have Devontae Adams, Darren Waller, Hunter Renfrow, Josh Jacobs, even though he's not under contract.
Jacobs is showing me the money.
Hey, but I'm just saying all these guys, Max Crosby, Chandler Jones, under contract with $70+ million to play with. That is crazy.
We ain't got to
fuck. So you can reload in everyone's face in one season.
Them dudes are all
Ladies and gentlemen, did you just hear what Wasted said? Did you just hear what Wasted said? Reload, not rebuild.
Yep.
Yeah, reload. Yeah.
Doc is reaching on the Pause Olympics. You get some demerits for that graph.
Scrub.
No, you are reaching, brother. You're pausing. You're reaching, brother. Yo, we gotta get it fair up here.
Reach around.
Go ahead, brother. What's up, Stu?
Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, I'm gonna get up in here, watch some football with the family, man.
Bro,
I wanted to come in and love y'all, man. Shoot the shit. Happy New Year's, Nation. I will be on after the game. I might even pull up sometime during the halftime or something.
I'm pulling up after the game. If you wanna call in during halftime, definitely call in.
Oh, you gonna be on?
We will be live in 20 minutes on Hammer's House, scoreboard, highlights, all that shit. So pull on up, y'all.
Let's do it.
God damn, y'all gonna be live on Hammer's House?
Hey, thanks for letting me pull up, bro.
Come on, Stu. You class the room up every time, Stu.
I'm gonna call you, bro.
Graf, I am going to go out here. I'm gonna represent Raider Nation. Stu,
have
Graf.
fun at that bar. Hey, what's up,
little fella? What's going on?
I see you with the soccer joint.
Is this the techie? Is that the techie?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna learn him.
It's his cousin's jersey. He don't even know what it is.
I'm gonna teach him a lot of stuff.
Another little Doc's running around.
Hey, wait, so go to that bar with your homies and fucking have a couple, couple cotties, a couple cocktails, a couple toddies.
Yeah, I'm gonna have me a good time.
Oh no, you got work tomorrow though. Fuck, that sucks.
Yeah. Nah, I might have a beer or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But I got a CDL, so you can't really drink. Like if you have 2 beers and you get pulled over with a CDL, bro, you're getting a D.
Oh no, you can't fuck with that CDL, dude.
Yeah, I can't be fucking around like that, bro.
Y'all sound like some whores, to be honest, but I hear you though.
Yo, man, fuck you, man. Look, we all can't be self-employed and shit when you get slapped and just go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I got somewhere to be. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get fired in my.
Hey man, this is 2023, man. New energy, you guys. We're deading beefs. We're going into 2023 with no toxicity. We want to look positivity to everybody moving forward, man.
Yo, 3 weeks later, Grass gonna be like, fuck up.
Fire everybody.
Fuck everybody.
Hey, but for right now, I'm sticking with what the fuck I just said.
Yeah, okay? Your New Year resolution gonna last 3 days, and you're gonna be like the
no, for real though. I do want to say this. Hold on.
Hey, you stupid.
Yo, I see y'all. Wait, hold on. My dog, yo. Oh man. Yo, look. Love DC saying we need to draft a QB for a while. They didn't do him dirty. Maybe it's because it's business and Josh effed up. He's next. Y'all, look, Hammer, you have anything to say? Go on, bro, because I gotta get out of here. I got jokers meeting me up at the bar, and I'm fucking being late, which is crazy.
Happy New Year, Nation. Pull on up to Hammer's house in 20 minutes. We will be live with the game. I kind of feel some type of way I wasn't invited, but it's all good. I remember that.
Bro, I put it in the chat. The fuck are you talking about, bro?
No, I meant the bar.
Oh, hey, man. So, hey, wait, it's the wrong fucking voice.
Wrong one.
Bro, this is my boy, my man for work. My man for work just pulled up in front of my house and was like, yo, bitch, don't try to hide, because he's a 49er fan. He said, don't try to hide. We make a bet every time the Raiders and the 49ers play. So it's not like it was planned like that.
Bro, just be safe while you're out there, bro. And yo, by the way, Nation, me and Wasted, we've had this conversation before. This right here is the Beast Coast. We're going to start doing a lot more lives together, especially during the offseason and for the new league year and everything. So stay tuned for that, y'all.
Yo,
we're about to take some shit up.
Everybody who's in here, who's in a place to be, Hammer's house is where you want to be. Please go on over to Hammer's house and make sure when you over there, you hit the sub button. As far as for me, I'm really close to 6K. I need y'all to get me there. Most of y'all that's in here, I recognize the name, so I know y'all are subscribed already. But if you're not, get with it and get lost. I love y'all all. See y'all later. We going out. I'm going to represent Raider Nation. Peace. Halo, what it is. Happy New Year. Love you, bro. I'm going to hit you up later, man. Y'all have a great time, man. Have a great time watching the game. Enjoy, man. Love y'all. Peace, man.